All right. Hi, welcome to another episode of On the Couch. It's April. We're back again at you guys, our best friends. I'm here with the ever fabulous, ever so decadent Blair Hervey.
Y'all, he's yelling, ain't he? He's so loud. Why are you yelling at our friends?
I'm projecting my voice.
Child. Hey, y'all. See, I brought in spring with just a couple colors. I didn't want to do too much.
Of course, I have on my
I didn't want to go over the top.
thin turtleneck sweater
Y'all.
in a, what color would you call this? A deep aqua. So it's very springish.
I would call it hot.
No, I'm not hot. Because it's not thick. It's thin.
In a wool suit.
No, it's not. I mean, it's semi-wool.
So hopefully, D'Angelo will soon be transitioning. Dun dun dun. Good segue. Into this next season. Ooh, that was a word too.
It was. Transitioning into this next season. And we're not just talking about clothing, right?
No, because he don't look ready, does he, y'all?
Actually, I did transition because this suit can be worn any time of the year.
Okay, we're not.
Ooh,
We're going to spend next month talking about some fashion.
Okay, that's what we'll do in May, catch us fashion. But this month, we're going to be talking about, we talked about last month how not to be a shitty person and attracting great people into your life. So this month, we're talking about transitioning and what to do when you're in the transition and how to grow in the midst of a transition.
Yeah, so how would you define a transition? How do you know that you're in that space, that in-between space?
Can I go back a little bit?
Sure, I would love for you to.
I just want to say real quick, the thought from this show came from two places. Obviously, Blair and I, our lives intersect many times, and many times we're transitioning at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy. But also, one of my good friends and a client of mine, shout out to Rodney Martin, who's had a fabulous 40th birthday due to me. But yeah, he said sometimes you're transitioning and you don't know the reason why right now, but there's a reason for it.
So sometimes you're transitioning and you don't know the reason
why
it's
at that
happening.
time.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Fill me in. Tell me more.
So basically what he was saying is that so maybe there's been a point in your life where you've lost your job. Okay. Or maybe there's been a point in your life where you went through a divorce. Mm-hmm. And you didn't understand why you was in that unfortunate space at that moment, why you were transitioning at that moment.
I just caught
But then when you look forward 2 to 3 years later, or maybe even 6 months later, here you are in love again with someone who excites you even more than the person you was married to. Or here you in a position to receive a job into your space because you've let go of that job that you didn't even want to be at in the first place. So sometimes the transition, you don't know why then. It's hurtful. It's you have anxiety about it.
Okay.
But you're going to see it in due time what that transition was all about.
You're going to see that it's purposeful. Is what it sounds like. So it took me a minute.
Okay. Come on with it.
I'm picking up what you putting down.
Got you.
So when I think about that transition, you said something that was glaring to me. You said sometimes you're going to have to let go of some things. Mm-hmm. Is that where you were going?
Yeah.
So when you're in transition, sometimes you're going to have to let go of that job, that person, those habits, that clothing to get to that next phase, because what you're doing is making room for your gifts, right? Because they're going to be there.
Right.
I think that's something that people have a tendency either to forget or not realize. What is for you is for you. So it's there. Right. It's just waiting for you to catch up with it. Right. But if you don't put some of these bags down and leave some of that baggage behind, it's going to be a lot longer. It's going to be a lot more struggle involved. It's going to be a lot heavier once you get there. But, just take your time and let go of what is not needed.
Yes. And I would say allow the transition to happen. It's like me getting here today, right?
Yes.
I was getting here and I was like, ooh, the GPS said 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's how long it takes to get to our house. Mm-hmm. But right 18 miles from the city, my GPS said, no, now we're adding another extra 40 minutes to your drive. And I said, why?
Welcome to Atlanta.
And when it told me the route I needed to take to get to our house, it was not my normal route. I was like, why do I have to do this? Mm-hmm. And so I had a transition, right? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know why I had a transition. I didn't know where I was going down these country roads.
It was a detour, right?
It was a detour.
Right.
But the detour led still to the place that I was supposed to be at. And that's what life is all about. Is that sometimes you got to take a transition. Sometimes you got to take a detour. Sometimes you got to have some changes in your life so God can allow you and take you to the place where He wants you to be, not where you want to be at.
That's right. And everybody can't go.
Woo!
I know you almost fell off the couch. You okay?
So, what part of the how of transitioning and accepting the transition is what?
It's discernment.
Discernment. Okay.
So I was talking to a very good friend of mine earlier. Shout out to Ebony Green. Where's she at? Say whoop whoop?
She's in the space. We may have to bring her. We may have to bring her on the couch. No, we're gonna start having special guests. Okay, go ahead.
So we were discussing this earlier. Like sometimes you have to take a look at that situation. So we talked about how not to be a shitty person, how to embrace your light, and how to light up others, and how not to be intimidated by others' light. Right. So in doing so, once you see how well lit you are. A good way to discern that person doesn't need to be around you during that transition is if at any point you have to dim that light.
Woo! Yeah, this is true.
If at any point we can't be as silly as we want to, we are the singingest people for no reason.
We'll bust out with a song.
Honey! Yes, we were in an Uber, child, and I just couldn't help it. I mean, my spirit was just lit up for no reason. We were sitting down at the table, and I was just like... And Ebony was like, what are you doing? I said, I'm giving God praise. And so she started clapping, and she just kept clapping. I was, girl. But she wouldn't stop clapping.
Right, exactly.
Because her soul was on fire. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then those people, when your soul is on fire, when you are lit up by someone, and there is no reason to dim your light, you need to take that person with you in that transition, okay?
I like this.
You need to build on your tribe.
I like this. So we're going to do part 2 of this.
Okay.
Because I love the fact of this. Take people with you in the car who want to be passengers and not drivers, but who want to share the responsibility of your transition.
Come on,
and who are helping you to grow.
Absolutely.
And be better and do better. And on the next show, let's talk about those people, right?
We will get there.
And also some more of the how, of how to transition from one point in your life to the next point, and how to embrace the transition.
That's what I was just about to say. I think that's the main thing that you all can definitely take from this, that we can continue to take from this. Oftentimes, you're going to have those pockets of negative energy or those tough times. Trials and tribulations, we all have them, or just moments where things are not going your way. Understand that it is part of the journey. Embrace it and know that if God is throwing all this stuff your way, honey, you must be a superhero. You must be strong. You must be a unicorn, because otherwise, anybody could do it. Anybody could go there, and anybody could go with you. But that's not the case. You're special.
Exactly, and your transition is just for you.
It is.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Remember, watch part 2 of this. I think it's going to be called I'm in Transition.
I'm in Transition, and we'll talk about how to build your tribe.
I'm in Transition, and who's building your transmission.
He did the most.
All right.
You please follow us at On The Couch Talk on Instagram. Also follow me at beher.xoxo and this guy.
And I'm your Southern Gent. All right. Love you for free.